Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's video where I'm going to be doing a match review for Aston Villa's game against PSG in the Super Cup. Starting off with the visitors, well, not visitors, our opponents PSG. I'm just going to go onto the PSG website 1 minute and talk you through their team. That's the forward. We want the goalkeepers first. So in goal is probably their weakest point. Last season they signed Chevalier on a high expensive contract, well deal to buy him, and he hasn't really worked out. So they've been with Matev Safanov over at Russia, and that's probably their weakest point. They've also signed a young goalkeeper ongoing from AC Milan this summer, but apart from that, pretty much will be Safanov in goal. And then defence, you think it'd be Hakimi at fullback, Nuno Mendes with ex-Villa Luca Dean as on the bench, and then two of Beraldo, Marquinhos, Zabani, Pacho, or Luca Hernandez. But it's just levels. Like there's a reason why this team won the Champions League the last 2 years. Just levels. Midfield, I mean, take your pick. Fabian Ruiz needs to start 50 minutes on Akalucci. Vitinha, youngster Mayala, Zaire Emery, João Neves. It's just so good. Such a good midfield. So good players compared to us. And then up front, I mean, take your pick of Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, Desiree Doué, Bradley Barcola, Mbaye. It just, it's just so good. Like, we've got so many good players. It should be a very tough game. Now then, let's go back to the PowerPoint. The last five head-to-heads, and we've only played PSG twice, and it was a year ago, it's 2 seasons, not last season, season before, where we had a great 3-1, well, great, it was we basically went to Paris and parked the bus in a 3-1 loss, and then when we took them back to Villa Park, we were 5-1 down on aggregate, and got it back to 5-4, but although we won 3-2 on the night, we did go out on aggregate, and PSG went on to win their first Champions League. Pre-season form so far, both teams have not had best pre-season. PSG have only played Mallorca, they lost 3-0, and then they drew with Man United, which I'm sure. So this will only be actually be their third game of this season. Compared to us, there's a lot of friendlies, but when we play established teams like Bayern Munich, Sociedad, and Porto, who are quite big European sides, or big, well, certainly one of the big few, and not big few, but not the biggest clubs in Spain, but just that level below. I mean, Bayern Munich, the biggest club in Germany, Porto, one of the bigger clubs, big three in Portugal. We haven't done well when we play teams that we should perhaps we have. So we have not the best preseason for Villa, but yeah, we hope things can turn out better against PSG. Injury news. Now, going into this, we know that Amadou Onana's done his ACL and will be out for most of this season. John McGinn currently has a knee injury apparently, but he's likely to be back for this game. He was rested apparently in the last few just to make sure his fitness is okay. Now, Yoram Azami is really unfortunate because we've signed him for big money. He's meant to be a Rodgers replacement, but he's picked up a knee injury. And the rumours are they're hoping that he's not out for a few months. It should just be a few weeks, but he will not be fit for the PSG game. We've got Garnacho, who I don't know much about, but apparently picked up a facial injury in a friendly game, and it should be fine. Should be back to PSG game, but don't really know much about it. And Leon Bailey's got a muscular injury, and this has got an unknown return date. So that's the injury news. Now going into the lineup, this is the lineup I would start. I'd have Martinez in goal. Now Luca Dean's gone. You've got to put Max at left back. Pau Torres and Contra and Cash are probably well, at the moment that's our best back four on paper. New signing Gomez and Kamara at the base of the midfield. Put Buendia on the left, McGinn on the right if he's fit. I'm hoping he is. Gasson, I think I would put at the 10 or Watkins. I think the only debatable thing about this 11, now Luca Dean's gone, is who you put in the 10. Because if you see my bench, I've got you could put Hemmings in the 10. Um, you could put Buendia in the 10 and put Garnacho or someone out wide. There's a lot of kind of if buts and maybes. But I think I would go with Gasson. He's the most experienced player. And I want to give a surprise, well, a shout out for a player who's got a massive future, Brian Maggio. He reminds me of Lukaku. He's a big physical centre forward, but he is quick. Well, he's not lightning quick, but he's quick enough that he's just a handful. He's scored a lot of goals in pre-season. Now that he can play in the Premier League and for Villa, he looks like a very exciting young prospect. Also, George Hemmings, you could put in the 10 as well. Actually, now I think about for Gasson. Or even, you could even put Barkley there. I mean, And the only shock I think on my bench, I've basically got a brand new 11 on the bench with Tammy or Maggi, pick which one comes off the bench, is youngster Suzu. We signed from Arsenal for a small fee. He's been loaned out to Rotherham and a few EFL clubs, yet to really hit anything. But because Matson's our only first team squad left back, we're a bit short in areas. So I won't be surprised if we bring another body in. But so I've got Sousa on the bench as well. But it's nice to see, if you look, we've got Allison, who's a youngster we bought from abroad. Sousa's come from Arsenal. Hemmings for the academy, Madge are youngsters. It looks quite. There's a lot of exciting youth at Villa Park, which you probably don't realise until you see the full squad. And the score prediction, my I've done two because I've got one my hopeful with my Villa hat on and one without my Villa hat on. I've gone with my hopeful prediction of 1-1. Watkins, we get an early start. I think we'll be fast starts because we've had more pre-season friendlies and we're further into our journey of getting fully fit for the season. Whereas this is only PSG's third game, so I think we could, if we're gonna cause havoc, we've got to have a really fast 20 minutes. So I think Watkins will score early. But I think as we get to about 20 minutes plus to about 45, I think it's going to be a lot of PSG and we'll just be sitting back and hitting them on the counter for most of the game. But my hopeful prediction, I've only got them getting one goal and then us holding out. And then my realistic one, I've got them nicking it right at the end. But it should be an exciting game. It's good that football's back in competitive fixtures, so I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you can all like and subscribe. Next video is going to be out on next week. It'll be on a Thursday or a Wednesday because it's going to be a Premier League predictions. I want to try and do it as late as possible so I can get all the transfers and everything in. So I hope you can like and subscribe, and I'll see you all for that video next time.